Vidura College, Grade 4. English, Lesson number 3. My parents sent me to the store. My dear kids, what are we going to learn today? Teacher is here to help you to learn the lesson number 3. My parents sent me to the store in your English textbook. In this lesson, we are going to learn some collective nouns that we use in our day-to-day life. My parents sent me to the store, written by Ken Nesbitt. My parents sent me to the store to buy a loaf of bread. I came home with a puppy and parakeet instead. I came home with a guinea pig, a hamster and a cat, a turtle and a lizard, and a friendly little rat. I also had a monkey and a mongoose and a mouse. Those animals went crazy when I brought them into the house. They barked and yelped and hissed and chased my family out of the door. My parents never let me do the shopping anymore. My dear kids, let me explain you the poem. My parents sent me to the store to buy a loaf of bread. This boy has been sent to the store by his parents to buy a loaf of bread. But instead of bringing a loaf of bread, he came home with a zoo of animals. We'll see who are the animals. I came home with a puppy and parakeet instead. You know who is a puppy? A baby dog? A parakeet. Parakeet is a small parrot with a long tail. And then I came home with a guinea pig, a hamster and a cat. Who is a guinea pig? Have you ever seen a guinea pig? Guinea pig is a small tailless rodent typically kept as a pet. What about hamster? Hamster is also a rodent with a short tail and large cheek pouches for carrying food. And there is a cat also, a turtle and a lizard. Lizard, who is a lizard? Lizard is a reptile that typically has a long body and a tail and a scaly body. And there is a friendly little rat. I also had a monkey and a mongoose and a mouse. You know who is a monkey? And tell me who is a mongoose? My dear kids, mongoose is a small tropical animal with a long tail that eats snakes, rats and birds' eggs. And there is a mouse. Those animals went crazy when I brought them into the house. Now what happened after he brought them into the house? Those animals went crazy and they started to bark and yelped and hissed. And they chased his family out of the door. And what happened next? His parents never let him do the shopping anymore. And tell me, how many animals are there? Yes, there are 11 animals. Who are they? A puppy, a parakeet, a guinea pig, a hamster, a cat, a turtle, a lizard, a rat, a monkey, a mongoose, and a mouse. Altogether, there are 11 animals. Any difficult word? Store. Store is a large shop selling a variety of goods. Parakeet, a small parrot with a long tail. Guinea pig, a small tailless rodent typically kept as a pet. Hamster, a rodent with a short tail and large cheek pouches for carrying food. Lizard, a reptile that typically has a long body and tail and a scaly body. Mongoose, a small tropical animal with a long tail that eats snakes, rats and birds' eggs. Yelped, a short sharp cry especially of pain, anger and excitement. Hissed, a sound like of the letter S. My dear kids, now turn to page number 16. Shall we do this comprehension? You have to answer the following questions after reading the poem. First question, what is the title of the poem? So what is the title of the poem? Yes, it is My Parents Sent Me to the Store. So how you are going to write a complete answer? Title of the poem is My Parents Sent Me to the Store. That's how you are going to write a complete answer. Second question, who has written this poem? Ken Nesbitt has written this poem. Third question, why did Boy's parents send him to the store? Boy's parents sent him to the store to buy a loaf of bread. Fourth question, what did the animal do after going inside the house? You have to write like this. The animals barked, yelped and hissed and chased Boy's family out of the door. Fifth question, write down the things this boy bought instead of a loaf of bread. There are 11 animals, a puppy, a parakeet, a guinea pig, a mouse, a hamster, a cat, a lizard, a mongoose, a rat, a turtle and a monkey. Question number 6. Do you think this boy loves animals? What made you say so? This is my answer. Yes, I think this boy loves animals because instead of bringing a loaf of bread, he has brought lots of animals into the house. If you were given chance to go to the store alone, what would you buy? Draw and write the items you would like to buy from a store. If I were given chance to go to the store alone, I would buy fruits, a packet of biscuits and ice cream. My dear kids, now we are going to learn some collective nouns we can use at a store. Do you know collective noun is the name we give to a group of nouns to refer to them as one entity? Here are some examples. A kilo of sugar, a comb of plantain, a tube of toothpaste, a box of sweets, a dozen of eggs. We'll see some more examples. Here are some more examples. A bar of chocolates, a loaf of bread, a tin of sardines, a packet of biscuits, a bottle of oil, a kilo of rice, a bag of potatoes, a carton of milk, a jar of honey, a kilo of carrots. So these are some collective nouns we can use at a store. My dear kids, turn to page number 17. There is an activity. You have to match A with B by drawing arrows, and you have to make sentences using them. A kilo of sugar, a comb of plantain, a tube of toothpaste, a dozen of eggs, a bar of chocolates, a loaf of bread, a tin of sardines, a bottle of oil. Now you have to make sentences using them. Let me give you an example. I went to the store and bought a kilo of sugar. Like that, you have to make your own sentences. My dear kids, turn to page number 19. There is a listening activity. The boy's mother decided to do her marketing herself. Teacher is going to read mother's shopping list for the weekend. What you have to do here is you have to listen to the teacher very carefully and you have to fill this table. Now teacher is going to read mother's shopping list. Are you ready? She would buy a dozen of brown eggs. Kids love eating biscuits for tea. She found the biscuit tin empty. She is going to buy 2 tins of biscuits. She also needs 3 bottles of milk and 2 tins of sardines. She would buy 1 tin of condensed milk and a kilo of sugar. She needs 3 bottles of milk, 1 bag of potatoes and 1 bottle of vegetable oil. She is hoping to buy an extra tube of toothpaste for them. My dear kids, shall we check the answers? Yes, she would buy a dozen of brown eggs, 2 tins of biscuits, 3 bottles of milk, 2 tins of sardines, 1 tin of condensed milk, a kilo of sugar, 3 bottles of milk, 1 bag of potatoes, 1 bottle of vegetable oil and extra tube of toothpaste. That means 1 tube of toothpaste. Hope you all answered that correctly. My dear kids, shall we do the word bank? There are 5 words: stove, parakeet, hamster, lizard and yelp. What you have to do here is, first you have to find the meaning of the given word and then you have to create a sentence using that word. First word is store. Store is a building or part of a building where things are bought or sold. Example, I am surprised the clothing store was open. Second word, parakeet. Parakeet is a small bird of the parrot family, usually with a long tail. Example, I got a parakeet for my birthday. Hamster. Hamster is an animal like a large mouse with large cheeks for storing food. Example, I saw a hamster in the laboratory. Lizard. Lizard is a reptile with a long body and tail, 4 short legs and a rough skin. Example, the lizard darted out its tongue at the insect. Last word, yelp. Yelp is a sudden short cry, usually of pain. The dog gave a yelp of pain. Like that, you can complete the word bank. My dear children, that is all from me on this lesson. Hope you understood and enjoyed this lesson. Please complete the relevant exercises on page number 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Please download the relevant student note from the school website. Have an awesome day. Thank you.